Now, Britain has to pick its next Prime Minister. They have narrowed down their search to two candidates, Rishi Sunak and Liz Truss. They will be facing off against each other in the final runoff. Sunak has led the race so far, but an opinion poll claims that he could lose the final vote. Our next report has more details.
It was Boris Johnson's last chance to take questions in Parliament as Prime Minister. After the usual sparring with the opposition, he wrapped up with some advice for his successor.
I want to use the last few seconds, Mr. Speaker, to give some words of advice to my successor, whoever he or she may be. Number one, stay close to the Americans, stick up for the Ukrainians, stick up for freedom and democracy everywhere. Cut taxes and deregulate wherever you can to make this the greatest place to live and invest, which it is. And Mr. Speaker, I want to thank everybody here and hasta la vista, baby. Thank you.
Here is the man hoping to replace him, Rishi Sunak, Johnson's former Secretary of Treasury. Sunak launched his bid with much fanfare. In his initial pitch, Sunak promised a better future for all Brits.
Do we confront this moment with honesty, seriousness and determination? Or do we tell ourselves comforting fairy tales?
And when it came to facing his rivals, Sunak didn't pull his punches.
Let's be clear, we have inflation because of our monetary policy, that we haven't been tough enough on the monetary supply. That's the way I would address that issue,
okay.
But it is wrong.
Interest rates up, mortgages nightmare.
It is.
Liz, we have to be honest. We have to be honest. But borrowing your way out of inflation isn't a plan, it's a fairy tale.
Sunak's message is working. He has led the leadership race so far.
Sunak, 118 votes.
Conservative MPs have been voting to pick the final contenders. The race started with 8 candidates. Just 2 of them will make it to the ballot. Sunak is guaranteed a place in the final runoff, but his victory is far from certain. A poll has predicted that Sunak will lose the runoff. In the final round, all members of the Conservative Party will vote, and Sunak doesn't seem to be their favourite. Against all other candidates, he stands to lose big time. Kemi Badenoch, Liz Truss and Penny Mordaunt, they all poll better than Rishi Sunak. These 3 leaders can secure more than 50% of the votes. Less than 40% of the voters want Rishi Sunak as the next Prime Minister. Can Sunak turn his fortunes around? Conservative Party members will cast their votes over the summer. The results will be declared in September. So Sunak has the time for one final push. But he has a mountain to climb if he wants to win the Conservative Party election.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.